Hey everybody, it's been a little minute since I did that last video, but I put it on this update anyway. We have had a turn in weather for the better. It has been warm since we had that little bit of a frost. And I am coming down to the garden and I'm gonna pick some more flowers and just probably do the last flower tour. If I don't know what the weather's gonna do, I could get more flowers, but I'm just gonna do another couple of bouquets maybe. I have decided that I am going to also announce the giveaway that I'm going to do. It's going to be upcoming, and so I'll give the details in the description. Did I get your picture on there? They are beautiful butterflies. Oh my goodness. They're bright. Hey, gorgeous. That is so bright. I'm trying to find a little bit of shade, but it's hard to find down here. Let's see. This'll work. I've kind of been out of commission the last couple days, and I hope that I'm on the mend now. I have a little bit more energy today. Oh goodness. And I can keep this phone from turning over would be great. Anyway, I don't think I'm gonna find the perfect place. I had hoped to get down here before it got too late in the day, but I haven't been able to do that. It just did not work out. Anyway, the sun must be almost straight up, evidently. Let's see what we can find now. Anyway, I've been out of commission and I have been recovering from some oral surgery, and it was a little more involved than what I thought it was going to be. It took me a little while to get my pain under control because I can't handle... Here comes a car. It took me a while to get my pain under control and how to manage it the best way, because I cannot take a lot of pain medication. I just don't do well with it. It makes me violently ill. But I did need something stronger, and I just didn't have any options other than ibuprofen, which I rarely even take. I'm not one of those just because I have a pain here and there just to take something. I'll put some comfrey salve on whatever's hurting and hope for the best. But and I keep scratching my face because the feeling is slowly coming back to my face, and it just tingles. And hopefully all of that will come back soon. It's weird. I'm in a lot of pain there, but like to feel it kind of feels numb still. And that's just because of all the swelling. Swelling has finally gone down, and you'll see in some of the clips that I've been trying to get ready for this video, because I want to announce that I'm going to go ahead with the giveaway, because my hope was to get 750 subscribers, and I was going to announce the giveaway. Well, I got to 750, and then I started having trouble with some nerve pain in my face and a tooth, and one thing led to another, and I let that car get by. That was my neighbors. They're so sweet. Anyway, just going through that whole process, I just haven't had time. And as of this morning, I have reached 765. So I'm going to go ahead and a segment of this, I'll put a picture and I'll probably do a short video and a post on my Facebook to let everybody know that the item that I'm going to be using as my giveaway, it's an item that I bought this summer. Have not used it yet, so I know there's going to be an upcoming video on me using what I am going to be giving away. But it's something that I think people will like to have by next spring, to be able to have in their arsenal of tools for harvest next year. And I don't want to do a total giveaway with this little talk, but I do want you to know that I haven't ignored the giveaway, because I did reach that 750 mark, and you all know that my goal is to be able to get up to 1,000, have people watching the videos, do more videos, so that eventually, I mean, if it's supposed to happen, it'll happen. I'm not going to worry, because I know that provision for the farm homestead will come as needed and will grow as at the level that we're supposed to. But it would be great to be able to have some additional income coming in that would help with buying feed and any other supplies that we need for the animals. Everything will be used and put back into the homestead. I do have a job that I am able to use money from to help supply the needs for the animals, and Kevin also helps a good bit because his job's bigger than mine. But anyway, we put our resources together and be able to be able to supply what the animals need. I do think that our animal load is going to grow more over the next year or two, and I do feel like we're getting more toward that time where we'll possibly have more property, not necessarily that we own, but maybe that we lease from someone, that we can put the animals on for them to be able to browse and you know, glean from the natural resources of the earth around us. So I look forward to that. Hopefully we're going to be able to put up a few more buildings, sheds and that kind of thing. I was gifted from my goat mentors, the Crowleys, that got me all into this and helped me get started. Some supplies to put up a shed, because they took down a shed, and I'm hoping to be able to get that picked up. Sorry for the traffic, guys, but I do live right here at the road right now. And to be able to, they took down a shed they were not using. They have it ready for me to pick up, and as soon as I can get it picked up, we're going to get it picked up and put back together over here for a winter shed. And then hopefully our next goal is to get the whole property fenced in so that we can allow the animals to have more ability to browse around. And our next door neighbors have a field, possibly, that if we can work out a way to get water and protection for them in that area, we might be able to browse them on a property that they want cleaned up. We've had a couple people, a couple of the goats went to help. Someone purchased a couple of the goats to clear property on their land, and we've had some male goats on another friend's property to clean up some land. So they do a great job doing that. And if we can, you know, be able to have that as a resource for the animals to eat, I'm all for that. And it'll also provide a way for other people who want to have a cleaned area to be able to get their own animals in the future. I'm all for that too, because I love telling people what I've learned, and I've been that way my whole life, no matter what I've been doing, whether it was during the time when I was teaching, or when I had a daycare, or when we had animals on a larger scale in my past. Whatever I knew how to do, I was willing to share with other people. And it, you know, I used to teach aerobics. I mean, whatever I'm learning about, I want to tell other people, especially if it's helpful to me. I want it to be helpful to other people. So what I've learned with working with goats and chickens and all of those animals that I never was able to have before, because we actually had market type poultry where we couldn't have our own poultry to provide eggs and that kind of thing, for risk of disease spreading to our market poultry. So, you know, I had chickens growing up. My mom had a couple of goats growing up, so I knew that it was something that I could do. But I'm the kind of person, if I'm going to do something, I want to learn everything I can. But even if you try to learn everything that you can, there's still things you can't learn until you actually do it yourself or have someone come alongside of you. And I hope to be able to have more videos like that where I take you alongside of me and whatever I encounter and the process that I go through to try to figure out what is the best avenue to go down to help this animal. Right now, our chickens are not laying, and we've treated the pen for any type of parasites. We've added some, more bedding, that kind of thing. But honestly, I think it may be a duo of things going on. I think we do have a large, in the outskirts of the property, a rat problem, and I don't mean mice. We put out more cameras, and I caught something. At first I thought it was a possum, but there's no way, after looking at that video, that is a possum. It is a huge rat that is going into my pens at night and eating the feed, because this rat is huge, fat, and where there's one, there's more, and I do know that. And if we don't do something about that soon, we are, we're not going to have any chickens, because they can't survive under that stress. So I don't want my animals to be stressed. And I've been under the weather, like I said, so it's you just have to take care of yourself and do the best that you can on a daily basis. But right now, I'm in the mode that I'm recovering, and I'm ready to take care of the problem. No matter what that problem is, I will find a way to eradicate the problem. And if I have to sit out there with my BB gun or whatever, my little rifle or whatever, I will. But I do think that we can set those traps out in different places and be able to catch whatever is stressing the animals out, because whatever it is not harming the chickens physically. But if animals are in that state at night where that is their recovery time for themselves, where they kind of go into a trance, they get their rest, and even in that state of trance, if something's coming into their pen, it has to stress them. So if I can get rid of any options of stress, then they don't go back to laying the eggs at the scale that they were laying eggs, then I'll know something else is amiss, and I'll get to the bottom of it. I know last year, I think it was last winter, maybe in the winter before, we noticed that our egg count every day was getting lower and lower, and I thought, well, it has to be a chicken snake. And sure enough, went in there late one night. We got home late and wanted to gather up the eggs, and went into the darkened pen, and we had the headlamps on, and Kevin was getting eggs out of one area, and I turned around to look in another area, and when I did, up on the coop, I just saw this huge long snake, and it startled me because it was right in my face, and of course I went into protective mode, and I went and got a pitchfork, and I said to the snake, as if this might help the situation, I finagled until I got him out of there, and he headed on out of the pen. And I said, now if you come back, this will not be the outcome, so please do not come back. And after that year, we really didn't have any more problems, but we did see the long snake that was going toward the camper, and it got under the camper before I could relocate it, or get him picked up and relocate him. And so I know it's possible. he could still be around. We did have someone run over a chicken snake in the road, but there's so many in this area. And of course we have other variants too. We have fox, we have weasels, we have dogs running free that should not be running free at night, because I've seen them on the cameras as well. But, you know, I would think that a possum, a raccoon would also harm the chickens. My mom had a problem with raccoons, and they were, and possums, opossums, and they were, you know, killing the chickens. So we haven't had that, and I hope we don't. So that's why I really do think that it's the rats that are going in there and eating at night, and it's stressing out the chickens. So hope that gets taken care of. Long story short, I did not mean to go into all that today, because this portion right here, just want to end up and let you guys know to keep an eye out for those announcements on Facebook and Instagram, and the short on YouTube, as far as what you have to do to enter the contest to win the prize. And of course it'll have a picture of the prize at that time. So just that's going to be either late today or maybe tomorrow, or whenever I get this video out. I may even put the picture of it in here. I'm not sure, but I just wanted to get on here now that I'm feeling better and I can actually talk and move my mouth. And just let this be the ending for this week's video. There's a hodgepodge of things in this video, but some of it's going to be or as you have already seen, because this is going to be at the end. I'm not sure. I might put it at the beginning. I just really don't know. I may put part of it at the beginning, part of it at the end. I just don't know. But anyway, I'm going to have a video coming out either today or tomorrow, and it's going to have the announcement, and this is what it's going to be about. So end of the season, beginning of a new season, I hope. You guys have a great day, and may God bless you all.